Hi, Sagittarius. Okay. Today's love reading is coming through with someone who knows they messed this up. I feel like this person has had a lot of time to sit with what happened between the two of you. And honestly, the more they think about it, the worse they feel. There's regret here. They know something they did or something they failed to do hurt you much more than they intended. And I keep getting this feeling of, I never wanted things to end up like this. Um, Okay, this person may have stayed quiet because they didn't know how to fix it, or because they were afraid of how you would respond if they came back. But that silence isn't working for them anymore. They're thinking about reaching out. I feel communication building around this connection. And honestly, it could happen when you're not really expecting it. They may want to explain what happened, apologize, and finally tell you what was going through their mind. And what stands out in today's reading is that this person may be realizing just how much has changed while they've been away. Um, okay, so yes, they want to come forward, but what happens when they do may not be as simple as they're hoping. And let's get into your reading. So, it feels like you're dealing with somebody who's really stuck in their ways. They don't want to budge because these beliefs have been so deeply ingrained in them for a long time. And I feel like the two of you may have grown up with very different backgrounds or traditions, so there's been this clash in the way you both see life. That difference has created a lot of tension between you, and that tension is part of what's keeping this connection from moving forward. This person may need to make some pretty significant changes in their life. It could be their friendships, their job, where they live, or even just the way they look at things. But right now, everything feels stuck. I think that's why they've been dragging their feet. They're hesitant about making a move because deep down they know there's a lot that would have to change. Um, I also get this feeling that they're thinking there's so much you don't know about me. There could be parts of their life they haven't told you about, or things they've kept to themselves because they don't know how you react. They may want to open up about it, but there's a lot of anxiety around taking their first step. So instead, they keep stalling. And I think they understand that coming toward you would mean they can't keep living the same way. They'd actually have to do something differently. I keep seeing this as somebody sitting around and waiting, almost nervously anticipating what's going to happen next. And the strange thing is, when this person thinks about you, there's a sense of peace there, though they're carrying a lot of heartbreak. And I feel like that heartbreak is part of why they're so hesitant. So they may still be dealing with the way they handled things between you. And there could be something they know they need to tell you, but haven't found the courage to say. For some of you, there's one specific conversation this person knows they need to have with you. They've been thinking about what to say, but when it comes time to actually put those feelings into words, they freeze. They're scared of being vulnerable and letting you see what's really going on underneath everything. This person may have even made you believe they weren't interested. They could have acted like they didn't care or didn't have feelings for you, when in reality, they were dealing with a lot internally. I also feel like some old childhood wounds are coming up for them now. These are probably the same issues that have made it difficult for them to build healthy relationships in the past. And I really feel like you've been patient with this person. You haven't just been patient with the situation. You genuinely care about them. With this image of the bitten lip, there's a lot that's been held back. So much has gone unsaid between you. It also feels like you've continued giving this person your energy, trying to keep the connection alive and hoping something would eventually shift. But this is somebody who seems to struggle with both giving love and actually receiving it. I can see you putting a lot into this connection and trying to change the dynamic, while they're only now starting to understand how much they actually miss you. The energy around that realization feels really bright and fresh to me. I keep getting this association with citrus, like grapefruit, oranges, or fresh limes. It feels like something is waking up in them. They're realizing that your presence brought something into their life that they haven't been able to recreate on their own. And that's something they probably haven't admitted to you yet. I also feel like either you or this person could be sitting there waiting for some kind of communication. There's even this energy of them hoping they'll just happen to run into you somewhere, almost like they're waiting for the universe to create an opportunity for them. But what they're starting to realize is that every time they run away from you or try to push you out of their life, it doesn't actually work. They can come up with all the reasons why this connection shouldn't work. They can convince themselves it's too complicated or that the timing isn't right, but then they still end up back in the same place thinking about you. It's like they're finally admitting to themselves, I just can't get this person out of my head. For some of you, this is somebody that pushed you away because they couldn't see how something could work, or they felt like there was aspects of their life that didn't fit your aspects. But I also feel that the reason they felt like you didn't match them was also because both one or both of you were not being completely honest either about your past or about some type of situation, because it is coming in that sense. It's coming in the sense where this person is praying for a second chance. They want to build something solid with you, but they've been fighting it. And when they fought this, I think for you, you were going very slow and steady. You were being very understanding when it came to them. But those old fears that were lingering in the background, it's like you really needed to get to know this person. But I also think this person needed to get to know you as well. I also feel like for this person, they may be going through a lot emotionally or mentally, like their life right now could be having certain issues. This is also somebody that if there is a third party, it's like if they're married. If there was, I don't know if they were just in a very non-committal energy. You were somebody that really did it for this person in the sense of they're very attracted to you. They love your energy. But I also feel like this is somebody that could have put you in a certain box where you fit this aspect of their life, but then everything else feels very separate. But they're saying, I have passion with you. I have chemistry. I feel like this person keeps asking themselves, why have I held back? This is also somebody that's coming in and they're saying, listen, I can't deny this love that I have for you any longer. Like, I love you. I think it's hard for this person to acknowledge the fact that they love you. I think that that's a component of this person where maybe they weren't ready to completely open up. I also feel like for some of you, there may be somebody here that's anxious about telling you something because, look, you had every right to leave. I know I'm toxic. I'm paying the price for my actions. So, this is somebody that's coming in here and they're saying, look, I understand why you left. This could have even been somebody that tried to blame you or play the victim here. And that's when you were like, not today, Satan. You know what? We're not going to do this right here. Okay, flip-flop, gone. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. So, there is an aspect here where you're giving them a daily dose of their own medicine by walking away. So this person could have felt like, because they knew that you loved them, and they always loved you, but even if they didn't really want to acknowledge it by you setting boundaries with this person, what it did is it gave them the perception or the feeling, or even this may be true, that you're done, that you're leaving. So that's why they're torn into a million pieces, because they may not even completely understand where to start. How do I start to fix this? But the reality is they do feel it. They miss you. They love you. They know that they look for you everywhere. I keep hearing that they look for you everywhere. If you wear a certain cologne or a certain perfume, it's like, if this person smells it, they like immediately go back to you. This is also somebody that feels like they've hurt the one person that's been there for them, that's not asked them for anything, that's not even pushed them outside of their limits. It's like there's something about you with this person where it's coming in as an energy of very reflective. This is a very reflective energy where they're acknowledging even that the fact that they could be mirroring you, that you and them have a lot of parallels, that you guys are a lot more similar than maybe what they thought. But the only reason that they're coming to this conclusion, if you want me to be honest, is because they're in a reflective state outside of your energy. So what happens is when you give energy to somebody and you're giving light to them on a constant, consistent basis, they're filling up with light, but you're giving it. But if you're not receiving anything in return, your light will become more almost like dim, where theirs becomes more bright. So, if they are in another situation, or if they're just in a non-committal energy because they have past childhood wounding, or they're in a lifestyle where maybe it's not kosher to have a significant other for safety reasons, or whatever it may be, I don't know. I'm not here to judge. Whatever it is, this person is sitting here saying, how could I hurt the one person that didn't ask me for anything? How do I hurt the one person where when I needed something they gave to me at all times without even asking? How am I holding back from somebody that deserves the world while I'm sitting here, not even giving them crumbs? This is somebody that has a lot of guilt right now for the way that things have gone. This is somebody, I didn't think you would break me down. I misjudged you. This was a hard lesson, but I'm not giving up on us. So you could have left this person, or this person could have left you, or you could have just set really strong boundaries. Right, with, I'm not going to accept this anymore. I'm not going to accept the breadcrumbs. This is somebody that's also worried. I don't know if you've blocked them. For some of you, you could have blocked them or they blocked you, or maybe you're just not talking to them. This is somebody that's like, please return my calls. They're worried like, okay, I can't deny my love any longer. I know that I'm in love with the collective. But at the same point in time, how do I change something who I've been for so long? How do you even go about that? Because the way that they think, their logic, everything has to change. Everything has to shift to a higher timeline or a higher perspective. That's also why, for some of you, you may be having a lot of anxious anxiety or certain energy that's making you nervous. What I do want to tell you is that you're having like an influx of being tired if you're not sleeping. And that's definitely because this person is anxiously up thinking about you. This is somebody where if they've done something really bad, I don't know, but it's like they're panicking because they don't know how to come back from it. This is somebody that is finally acknowledging how toxic they were. Whatever this is, it's crazy because this person, it's like this is how I am. I love you, but it is what it is. It's almost like they wanted you to accept, I love you. You love me, but accept the fact that this is what it is. And when you said, I love you so much, I love you unconditionally, but I have to love myself more. That's what broke this person. Because thing about the light, going back to the light, come to the light, Carolyn. Watch out for, the pothole right there, but come on through. But the thing about the light is when you pull your light back, all of a sudden, you start to feel better. You know why? Because now you're nourishing your own soul, and you're not giving energy away that's not being reciprocated. So what's happening is this person is sitting in their true, authentic energy, and their true, authentic energy is in a place where they feel shattered, they feel broken, they feel destroyed. And that's ultimately what's coming in here and what's giving them this major wake-up call, because you've probably been so consistent in your love that despite whether this person talked to you, they didn't talk to you. Whether you knew something was going on or you didn't, or you just were tired of the games, whatever it is, this person didn't think that you would leave, or they felt like you loved them enough to accept them for who they are. And I do think that you love them for who they are. But at the same point in time, if you love somebody, you're going to push them to be better, to do better, to think better, to have a different mind frame, to have a different mind state. I'm also getting that for a lot of you, this could be somebody that is definitely really wanting to cling on to you, but they feel trapped or stuck or tied down in some type of situation that they can't get out of, or they're worried. They're like trapped with their anxiety, or they're trapped with fear. For some of you, maybe your person's in jail or they're going to jail. I don't know. But this is because, look at it. It kind of looks like little bars, but they're trapped. And it's like they're clinging to whatever hope they're obsessing. They're captivated. It's like they're obsessing over you. They're obsessing over your energy, over your light, because more than likely your light is shining. And now they're in a place where they're realizing, did I damage something? Why did I? For some of you, it was very superficial. It could have been for how something looked on the outside. It could have been for finances. It could have been just the aesthetics. Maybe you're older, they're younger. Younger, they're older. Different race, religion, whatever it could be. But it's like with this person, that's why they fought it. But again, this is also somebody that's sitting here saying, listen, if you give me another chance, okay? I love you more than I thought possible. Can you give me another chance to make it? Our love can't be denied anymore. I mean, hello, can I come in? This is also somebody that's sitting here, and when I tell you what I say, I mean what I say. It's like then, on top of it, they're sitting here obsessing over you, so that's what's confusing about this person. And just so you know, they're not going to let you go, even if this is somebody that's sitting here saying like, I'm not going to let you go. I love you. I love you more than I ever thought possible. I can't deny this any longer. I mean, if you give me another chance, I'm going to make things right. This is somebody that's saying, listen, I think about you every second of the day. I mean, they're fixating. You have somebody here that either um, they really made you angry, where you had to put your foot down with them. But there's something going on with this person where they're freaking out right now. Also, could be the fact that they were afraid to fall in love with you, and they still did. This is also somebody that keeps thinking about what to say. And again, you and them could have had this emotions that were so intense that this person just didn't know how to process it. They didn't know the intensity, and I think it's because maybe this person, based on what I can see, the fact that they really did love you. But for some of you, this definitely could have been where they felt like you were very special. But for some of you, it could have been a taboo where they felt like, I shouldn't feel like this, but I do. And it excites me. Like there was a little bit of an edge that even could be for you as well, because what you don't realize is that you've really captivated this person. For some of you, you may have red hair, blue eyes, or it could just be like your skin tone, your contrast. It's something about you in particular that's different than what this person usually attracts or what they usually date, but they're very attracted to you, they're very drawn to you. Why are they in this energy where they're panicking? Why is this person in an energy where they're panicking? Because you're not talking to them. You're not talking to them. Or they're not talking to you. It's one or the other. They're upset over a lack of communication. This is somebody where they could have, I do see communication coming in for you. Could be coming in the next 5 days. But I don't think this person realized how shitty their life was without you. Pardon the pun. I don't think that they realized how miserable they are. Because whatever knowledge or whatever conversations you and this person have had, what you don't realize is even as much as they're stuck in their ways, your philosophy of life or your philosophy even of love or partnership or relationships. It's changed this person. You are probably dealing with somebody that is very sensitive or very emotional, but they come across as very cold, ruthless, and heartless. But that's not the truth. For some of them, they were really, really scared of letting go of a past. A past situation, a past person, a past energy, a past lifestyle, money, finances. This was really about their day-to-day health or their day-to-day, what they do daily. For some of them, they may be very sick or they may not be feeling well right now. This also could be something that they're not communicating to you is that they're having certain health issues. These health issues have possibly caused significant financial strains, but I also get with this person, them not talking to you is making them sick. It's giving them anxiety in a way that they've never felt before. For a lot of you, this is the 6th house, is definitely Virgo energy. You could be a life path 6. You could be born on the 6th or the 5th or the 23rd or the 15th, or the 24th or the 23rd, or you could be a life path of these two. You could be born in 65-6. It could be 5 years since you've known this person, or 5 years since you've spoken. I just get that with this person, for whatever the reasoning is, they're beginning to understand that without you in their life, life may not be worth living. And that sounds kind of dramatic, but based on the energy here, I think that this person had to understand that having you in their life is a blessing. And when God gives you a blessing, when God gives you a gift, you treat that gift with love, respect, honesty, and loyalty. And it's like this person did the opposite. This person was like, you're different. I know you're different. You feel good, but you feel too good. So, there's something here where you're trying to it's almost like your energy comes in as devil energy because it feels too good to them. It feels like, what's the catch? Does that make sense? Like, why do you want me? And I feel like when it does come to this person, that could also be why they've waited for a period of time to change. Aries energy is coming in. The next 3 weeks or the last 3 weeks could have been very, very significant. There could have been something 3 weeks ago where you and this person stopped talking. This could have been something where you stopped speaking on the 5th or the 6th of a month. This could also be something that happened for this week that you were waiting for. Something waiting for, waiting to be, because it's coming in as a secret. So, it's like you were waiting either not to be a secret. It was an ending to not being. It was an ending to this person being set in their ways. This could be an ending to a marriage or an ending to a relationship. Heavy Taurus energy. You also have Scorpio energy here as well. Something happened 3 weeks ago with your person, where there was a major shift in their mind state when it came to marriage, when it came to their tradition, when it came to advice. They also could have got advice from somebody about you. What was the advice? Or they could have seen a spiritualist, is what you don't know. Do they see somebody? Wow. That's why everything is burning. They're going through a lot of change right now. Shows me, please. Is this person... Did they speak to somebody about the collective? Yes. Justice. Okay. They've spoken either to their friends or their family. There's something here about the truth. This could be something this person was waiting for. They were going back and forth about what the right thing to do was, because I do see forward movement. But I also feel like this person needed to heal something. Also could be thyroid issues, throat issues, bland issues, or nasal issues. For some of you, you could be getting headaches or migraines. For others of you, there could have been issues even in your sacral chakra. So this could be anything like UTI, or this could even be like prostate issues. It can be, for some of you, like, I don't really want to talk about the negative stuff, so I'm just going to ignore that. But I also feel like a lot of the health issues that you or this person could be having are unseen, are the reason that they're not going away, or the real reason that you guys are having them is because this person was waiting to say something. It's like you and this person are meant to be with each other. So they could have been waiting to talk about something because there was something that they needed to end here. So this could even be them having a conversation with their kids, with their family, just saying, listen, like, I'm in love with the collective and I don't want to hurt your feelings, which is why I've waited. For some of you, they could have waited until somebody graduated college, high school, or they were waiting for a contract to end or some type of there. There's a time frame that this person was waiting for, and that could have been because they were connected to this devil energy, Capricorn energy. This could also be somebody that's when you have this temperance and the devil. See, they had to tell the truth about what they were doing to whoever this energy was that was hidden, because them hiding you, it made it look like, or them not telling everybody the truth. It's something about them telling the truth about who you are to them. That's coming in major. Lots of fives. 5, 5, 5. Conflict. It's like these conflicts are getting ready to end. 6s. Conflicts are ending because it's harmonizing, but it's also exposing the devil. That's why it's justice with the devil. But this is something that needed to take a while. There could also be information you did not know about this person. Like they may have a secret. I don't want to say a secret life. Not the way you think. Like, this could be somebody that maybe they work for the government, special forces, special ops. Maybe this is somebody that does things behind the scenes. Maybe this is somebody where you don't know exactly what their life is outside of what they've told you. But that's because this person has been waiting, hiding, and going back and forth with whether or not to expose. They know it's funny. This person, whoever they talked to, they told them that they needed to plan a move, that they needed to move forward, that they needed to make a decision. This also could be somebody that's either traveling more, travels for work, or is thinking about moving. It's about what action are you going to take to break this devil energy, because it feels like there's a significant plateau here. There even could have been spell work done. I do want to say that not everybody has spell work. Okay. But your person could have been under spell work. Does that make sense? Or manipulation or control, because to me this temperance with the devil is somebody controlling this person to remain stuck and stagnant. That's why your person had to finally end whatever connection this was that they were going back and forth with. And I think depending on who you are, it's going to be different. But it's also about this philosophy of how to move forward. And again, with death to the ninth house is them set in their ways. So your person was going back and forth between your philosophy and the philosophy of their past. This could be if you get somebody pregnant, you marry them, and you stay with them forever. This could be the philosophy of you don't fall in love, because if you fall in love, then it throws you off. You just have people you connect with, and whatever their philosophy could be, they're different than me. nationality, a race, age, whatever, and I don't want to deal with them. It could have been a multitude of things. However, they know that they have to end their past way of thinking in order to have your light, your essence of this higher level of learning. It's also something about culture, certain things that aren't seen, so different cultures do certain things. For example, I know with my family being Sicilian, my grandma was very big on being quiet, not saying anything. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. Other cultures are all about talking, so to somebody that sees me, they may be very confused that I'm silent, but I'm silent because that's my culture. That's how I was raised. That was something maybe that I had to learn to speak up and say, hey, I don't like this. Hey, I know X, Y, and Z is going on, so don't do that. But it's a philosophy. But again, the fact that we have the Two of Wands here, we have a lot of very polarizing. The Two of Wands, you have temperance that's going both sides. That's balancing between the emotional and the physical. You have justice, the heart and the mind. You have this person right now where I said, like you guys are mirroring each other or you're in parallels. That's why this person is seeing that your philosophy is actually their philosophy. But it's the philosophy. It's the philosophy of something that maybe they didn't see in the manner that you were presenting it. What does the collective need to know? The Chariot. Okay. I love this Cancer energy. The thing with justice is that they had to be very honest with themselves, but also with people from their past. This could even be like a daughter or a son, or about why somebody was going back and forth. It's like they had to have some type of honest conversation here in order to break the devil, in order to illuminate it. Like my thing is when somebody tries to blackmail me, it's like, don't blackmail me. I'll just release the information myself because I don't care. You know, like, you're not going to hold it over my head. Do what you need to do. That could be, this person didn't have that energy though. I feel like this person remained in the middle because they didn't know what direction, because for some of you, your philosophy, again, I always felt like in this reading they viewed you because of how much they loved you and how connected, and it was like too perfect, like you're too perfect. But what this person is realizing, you're too perfect. Have you ever eaten a meal and been like, damn, that was the best meal I've ever had in my life, but it's too perfect? I mean, who season it? Who seasons, the asparagus like that? Too perfect. Okay, no, I don't ever want to eat that again because it's too perfect. Or maybe that meal was just made for you. It's like this person goes back and forth with the philosophy of the reason that you and them have this intense bond or this intense connection. It's because you love each other and because you were made for them. You guys were cut from the same cloth, but it is a different world because you may be very intuitive, but this person's could have lost their intuition along the way. So that's where you see this duality where they go back and forth. Is it just my obsession? This is also somebody that is in an obsessive state. Is it just my obsession? Is this lust or do I really love them? So they had to be very honest and open here. But what I do see is there is justice in moving forward with the Chariot, because the thing is, you don't need to be exactly like them. If somebody's just like you, you're not going to learn. That's boring. It may be easy, but it's boring. But this person wants to get on the same page with you. For some of you, they really do. They even want to marry you, but they may be worried that you're angry, or they could even be channeling that you're relatively angry at them. You have Cancer, you have Leo energy, Libra energy. They're really, really worried that you're angry at them. This is somebody, though, with this Four of Wands. They definitely want to rush in. They want to have stability and they want to have partnership because they're realizing that you and them are the same, but vary. But it again, I just keep seeing like two parallel lines going. But what's crazy is like these parallel lines are going this way, and then all of a sudden they're crossing and they're meeting this path where now both of you guys are on this chariot, the chariot of justice, the chariot of love. I just heard like the chariot of redemption for some of you. There's a level of redemption that needs to happen. I also feel like this is something that you've really been waiting for because you just want to be happy. And this person makes you happy, and when you're around them, you feel so good. It's like you feel fulfilled. But the moment that they leave, you just feel like a part of you is missing. I also feel like, too, with this Five of Wands and the Devil, it's a lot of Saturn energy with this person for waiting. So they're really having to step up and address things. I mean, this is karma for this person's heart. So this person, if they were acting from a place of ego and they were ignoring their heart, that's why they're sitting here angry. But guess what? Now they're standing up. Now they're seeing why there was conflicts. There also could have been a lot of jealousy in connection or an association to you if their friends or their family knew who you were or co-workers. I heard it. It's like everybody had discernment for the way who you were to them. It's like they were very worried because you could be somebody that's very spiritual. But my guess is this. You're still very logical because there's a level of logic that's embedded with inside of the spiritual component of it. So with this energy coming in here, it's like they have friends and family that could have been almost side-eyeing, like, what do you mean? Why are you changing? What do you mean you're just going to go meditate? What do you mean you're going to go give food to the homeless? What do you mean you're going to, what do you mean you're going to change the routine of what you typically do? Why? It's like they didn't like the fact that your person was changing. But I also feel like, too, the people around your person are also having a level of discernment with the way that you think, or the way that you think, or the way that you process it. And this discernment could have been something that was hidden because your person was being stagnant and wasn't giving all the information. That's why this death to the ninth house was discernment. So if you cut this person off, or if you and this person were no longer talking even, they could have had a problem that you guys were a different culture because the ninth house talks about culture. It talks about foreign languages, traveling. Or you could be from a different place, but this is really about the personal beliefs, like, what do you believe? That's why there's this discernment. But now they're beginning to understand. What are they beginning to understand? The people around this person. Wow. A lot of them are really in their head about the direction your person is going. There's a lot of people here that are very spooked. Why are they spooked? There could have been somebody here that told your person to wait and not say anything to you. Like if you and this person got into an argument. I feel like there was either ill advice or poor advice that was given. But again, it's like if this person gave advice, it could be the fact that they didn't have all the information, because I think with your person and the lack of communication or the lack of self-expression, that's why there's significant misunderstandings. Significant misunderstandings because you and this person could want the exact same thing, but they move different. And because they're not saying it, you're over here having discernment like, what are we doing? But they're really in their head over your confidence and over this person's confidence and over the control for some of you, the control to walk away. They also, like for a lot of you, they're very worried or concerned about you being psychic or, just what you might already know or pick up on. For some of you, they're talking about your level of purity, like when you speak. It's very clear that you're coming from a place of truth and control, like you're already 2 steps ahead. And honestly, look at her nails. They're yellow. That's like control power. It's this quiet confidence. You don't have self-esteem issues, but you may have been less assertive than you normally are, just out of giving this person respect. But now they're starting to see that other side of you, the duality, the strength. And for some reason, there's like a family member or a friend in their circle who's suddenly seeing you in a whole new light. But this was something really unconscious for them, like they had no idea until now. All right, so what's this person's energy? Like, what's really going on with them? So it feels like they're not going back and forth anymore. Now, I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. You've got temperance in reverse, which could mean they've either fallen off the wagon and are going hard and not in a good way, or they've finally gotten their act together. It's like they've alchemized their energy, stripped themselves of all the negativity and are ready to vibe with you on your level. But honestly, I'm not totally sure which one it is yet. Now, how do they view the relationship? What do they think about where things are at with you? Yeah, things are flipped upside down. They're seeing everything from a totally different angle now. So, if they were super non-emotional before, suddenly they're feeling everything. If they were all about logic, they're now tuned in to their intuition. They're getting that cosmic nudge to move forward with you. So, big changes are coming. What did their friends and family think about your connection before all this? Well, some of them probably thought it was just a casual thing, but others definitely knew they were in love with you. They might have even thought it was a bit of a lust-driven, toxic situation, but that perception's changing now. What's the latest thing they've said to their friends and family about you? People are noticing they're not their usual self. They're probably asking, what's going on with you? You look like a raccoon with those giant eye bags. Seriously, something shifted. They're starting to see that they're not happy without you in their life. They're feeling that emptiness because they know something's wrong, and it's because they're missing you. So, what's this person obsessing over with you right now? The waiting. They're stuck in this pause and they're freaking out about it. The hangman energy is all about surrendering to the situation, and it looks like they finally had that moment of clarity. But now they're worried. Are you letting them go? Are you over them? That silence. Yeah, it's freaking them out. What are their intentions when it comes to you? Honestly, they just want to be happy with you. They're like, I want love. I don't care about anything else. I just want another chance with you. They're finally realizing they were holding back because they thought they needed to build a solid foundation. They're walking away from whatever was holding them back, whether it's toxic people or old habits, and they just want to make things right with you. So, what do you need to know that you don't see coming? The moon in Cancer is coming up, and that's a big emotional wave. If you have moon in Cancer, you know what I mean. It's intense. This person's in a really moody space, reliving the past, and they're probably not able to let go of those old feelings. They might seem unemotional at first, but once they realize they love you, yeah, they're not letting go. And moving forward, expect some hidden things to come to light. There's something in their first house, like their day-to-day life, or how they identify, that's been kept secret. The eyes are closed. There's stuff coming in that you don't expect, so be ready for it. All right, that's all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you and gave you some clarity or confirmation around your situation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Take care of yourselves, trust your intuition, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.